Number 1. Trying to control others. When we try to control others, we may feel a sense of power and influence, but this can also be a source of stress and anxiety. It can be challenging to manage the actions and behavior of other people, and this can lead to feelings of frustration, powerlessness, and helplessness. This can contribute to anxiety, as we may feel overwhelmed by our inability to influence the actions of others. It is important to recognize that we cannot control others, and that focusing on our own actions and behaviors can be a more effective way to manage our anxiety. Number 2. Doing what we don't want to do. Sometimes, we may find ourselves engaging in activities that do not align with our values or interests. This can be challenging, as it can be difficult to maintain motivation and engagement in these activities. This can lead to feelings of stress and anxiety, as we may feel trapped or obligated to engage in activities that do not bring us joy or fulfillment. It is important to recognize our own needs and desires, and to prioritize activities that align with our values and interests. Number 3. Listening to others, not ourselves. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded by external noise and information. It can be challenging to tune out this noise and focus on our own needs and desires. This can lead to feelings of disconnection, confusion, and overwhelm, which can contribute to anxiety. It is important to prioritize self-care and self-reflection, and to take the time to listen to our own thoughts and emotions. Number 4. Watching the news. While it is important to stay informed about current events, watching the news can also be a source of anxiety. The constant stream of negative events and information can be overwhelming, and can lead to feelings of fear, hopelessness, and helplessness. It is important to limit our exposure to negative news and to balance our consumption of news with positive and uplifting content. Number 5. Communicating with anxious people. Anxiety can be contagious, and communicating with anxious people can be challenging. We may feel sensitive to the emotions of others, and may have a hard time setting boundaries. This can lead to a cycle of worry and stress, as we may feel responsible for the emotions of others. It is important to recognize that we cannot control the emotions of others, and to prioritize our own self-care and boundaries. Number 6. Unsure how to say no. Sometimes, we may find ourselves overcommit and overwhelmed. It can be challenging to manage our commitments and prioritize our own needs. This can lead to feelings of overwhelm, resentment, and guilt, which can contribute to anxiety. It is important to recognize our own limitations and to set boundaries with others. Saying no can be challenging, but it is an important skill to learn in order to manage our anxiety. Number 7. Discussing doctors, politics, education, gas prices. Some topics can be emotionally charged and lead to disagreements and conflict. Discussing these topics can be a source of tension, stress, and discomfort, which can contribute to anxiety. It is important to recognize when these topics are not productive or helpful, and to disengage from these conversations when necessary. It is also important to prioritize respectful communication and to recognize the validity of different perspectives.